Cowboys Don't Say Goodbye. Yellowstone spinoff's title reveal gets response from original star. Yellowstone star Luke Grimes reacts to the current title of his upcoming spinoff. Even though the original Yellowstone came to a stop with Season 5, some of the Western's key characters will soon be headlining their own shows. Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser will reprise their respective roles for a Beth and Rip spinoff, planned for Paramount+. As for Grimes, the original Yellowstone actor will be back as Case Dutton for the CBS drama by Marshals, which will debut in spring 2026. In an Instagram post, Grimes reacted to the news that why Marshals is moving forward at CBS and shared the caption, "Cowboys don't say goodbye, they say see you later." The post, included below, has nearly 79,000 likes at this time of writing. It's also gained support from several of Grimes' peers, with Kissing Booth actor Joel Courtney and others chiming in to offer congratulations. Marshals is the spinoff's working title, which means that it could change moving forward. But the spinoff's premise will see Case leave the Dutton family ranch and join the Navy SEALs. It's a shift that is likewise reflected in the spinoff's creative team. The series will see Spencer Hudnut, the executive producer of SEAL Team, serve as showrunner and also executive produce alongside franchise creator Taylor Sheridan, David C. Glasser for 101 Studios, John Linson, and Art Linson. Check out the official synopsis below. There is no word yet on who might appear from the Yellowstone cast, or whether there will be crossovers with the Beth and Rip series, which is seemingly titled Dutton Ranch. Still, it seems like, after the death of the central John Dutton, the Yellowstone franchise is staying alive by splitting up John's children and sending them on different paths. To its credit, CBS is pretty good at launching a series and making sure that it finds an audience. That will likely be the case with Marshals as well, which has a built-in audience. But there will still be questions about the cast and how, for example, Case's family will factor into this new story. Based on the initial details, it doesn't sound like the spinoff plans to be a neat continuation of what came before. It will tap into a side of Case that had only been glimpsed in Yellowstone. The clouds above Montana rolled thick and gray, threatening rain as the newly hung sign creaked in the wind. Cowboys Don't Say Goodbye. It wasn't just the name of the newest Yellowstone spinoff. It was a declaration, a myth reborn. When Paramount officially unveiled the title at a surprise press event outside the Dutton Ranch set, the news broke like wildfire across the West. Within hours, hashtags lit up. Hashtag Cowboys Don't Say Goodbye. Hashtag Dutton Legacy. And perhaps most telling, hashtag Bring Back Rip. And someone had taken notice. Cole Hauser, Rip Wheeler himself, posted to Instagram minutes after the reveal. No caption. Just a photo of him in his old black hat, staring off into the horizon. In his hand was a worn letter, the top line just barely visible, to the man who never left. The post had no words, but it said everything. Inside the production trailer on set, creator Taylor Sheridan smirked as he watched the chaos unfold on social media. He sipped his coffee and turned to executive producer Christina Voros. "You think that was subtle enough?" he asked. Christina grinned. Subtle as a branding iron. The spinoff was already shrouded in mystery. Ever since Yellowstone confirmed its end with Season 5's second half, fans were ravenous for more. 1923 had filled a gap. So had 1883. But the future of the Dutton family was still unwritten. Until now. Sheridan had penned the first scripts for Cowboys Don't Say Goodbye in a whirlwind of sleepless nights, after the final Kevin Costner negotiations fell through. He was done begging actors to stay. This time, the story wouldn't hinge on any one cowboy. It would hinge on the land, the code, and the ghosts they left behind. Out in the fields of western Montana, the new cast was already rehearsing. The spinoff would center on Colton Dutton, an estranged nephew of Case's who returns to the ranch after a dishonorable discharge from the Marines. He's looking for silence, not salvation, but as always, the land demands more than a man is ready to give. Josh Lucas, who played young John Dutton, was returning full-time for the spinoff, playing a hard-edged present-day John in flashbacks, almost a ghost haunting the pastures Colton must now try to reclaim. Kelly Riley, who played Beth, was still under heavy wraps. Sheridan refused to confirm or deny her involvement. But one thing was certain, Rip Wheeler's name was everywhere, and not just in dialogue. Rip's shadow is long, Sheridan said in a Vanity Fair interview. Even when you don't see him, you feel him. That's what the title is about. Cowboys don't say goodbye because they're never really gone. They're part of the soil. But it was Cole Hauser's reaction that truly lit a fire. After the Instagram post, fans and press flooded his DMs. That night, he posted again, this time with a video. Standing outside an old barn with twilight behind him, Hauser lit a cigarette, squinted into the camera, and said, "You don't name a show like that unless you mean it." Then he tossed the match and walked into the barn. Cue speculation. Was Rip returning? Was Hauser just trolling? Had he already filmed something for the spinoff? In the weeks that followed, Sheridan's team refused to comment. But small leaks dripped into the press. One extra reported seeing a black horse with Wheeler etched onto its saddle. Another swore they saw Beth's jewelry on set, in a box marked Legacy Wardrobe. One fan posted drone footage of what appeared to be a funeral scene near the ranch gates, attended only by Colton and a figure in a black duster. The figure never turned toward the camera. The title itself became a cultural moment. Country artists from Zach Bryan to Lainey Wilson posted acoustic renditions of a song they claimed to be writing for the show, all titled Cowboys Don't Say Goodbye. Instagram was flooded with black and white reels of old westerns, all tagged with the title. Even Matthew McConaughey, long rumored to join the Yellowstone universe, posted a single word to Twitter. Maybe. Back in Montana, Cole Hauser stood on the edge of the set, watching the horizon the same way Rip Wheeler once did. Sheridan had called him a week earlier. "You want in?" the writer asked. "What's my angle?" Hauser replied. "You're the ghost, the man Colton never met but always felt." Hauser nodded. No dialogue. Just presence. A man like Rip doesn't need to say anything. Cole didn't answer. He just chuckled. Then finally, "Cowboys don't say goodbye, huh?" "They don't," Sheridan said. "They just ride on." The premiere of Cowboys Don't Say Goodbye was announced for spring 2026, set to follow the final Yellowstone episode by just 2 weeks. The teaser trailer featured only landscape shots, vast plains, rustling grass, and a single black cat resting on a fence post. The final shot? A pair of boots walking slowly toward the Dutton barn. No face. No name. Just a voiceover, gravelly and low. Some men ride so deep into the earth, you feel them long after they're gone. Then black screen. Cowboys don't say goodbye. Paramount knew they had lightning again. And fans knew one thing for certain. Goodbye is just another word Cowboys never learned how to say.